What's going on, Jerome's? Mercifully, the NFL draft is almost here, and the media sites they're on mock draft 5.0, just like the 33rd team. Now, I really love and appreciate the 33rd team's insight because it's former scouts and players and executives and coaches contributing. So I do put a lot of credence into the work that they do, especially since they've come from the industry. And the Vikings have sort of been all over the place in their mock drafts, and I love to see differing opinions. And the Vikings, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. So, diving on in. Well, the only thing I don't like about the website is that they autoplay 13 videos. Anyways, 1, Panthers, Bryce Young, yes. Stroud, 2, Texans, yes. The Colts, a flippy flop with the Cardinals to get Will Levis so that no team leapfrogs them when they're at 4. And they get so what they get? They get 4, and they get a second rounder, 35 overall. Woo! Hachi machi, that's leverage, man. But Will Levis, I understand the upside with Levis, but this is going to be a tough choice because what if Anthony Richardson blows up? And this will just be a embarrassing chapter for Irsay and the Colts. And this will probably cost Chris Ballard his job. But it is what it like. I'm much more concerned about the future of Richardson than I am about Will Levis, and I actually like Levis. So we'll see there. But Indianapolis gets their future franchise quarterback. Cardinals take Broderick Jones, which I like Broderick Jones, but I don't like him at 4. And Will Anderson, a lot of people are just overthinking him. You have a dominant edge rusher at a premium position. I don't know, man. I don't know. 5, you got the Seahawks taking Jalen Carter. Now, it's interesting that they still go Carter even with Anderson on the board. 6, this sucks. What the hell, man? So, back-to-back years, they get Hutchinson and Anderson, and also Houston's no slouch either. So, the Lions' pass rush is going to be pretty damn legit. 7, the Raiders take Christian Gonzalez. Gonzo, first cornerback off the board. Now, I do love me some Witherspoon, but him and Gonzo interchangeable as cornerback 1 in this class, I fully understand it. 8, Falcons picking up Tyree Wilson, getting some edge help. 9, and what's interesting here, because we're in the area of passing up on Anthony Richardson, so he gets by the Raiders, he gets by the Falcons, the Bears. This would be another clear trade down spot if they could leverage it, but they can't. Paris Johnson adds to the offensive line depth. Skoronski going to the Eagles. Yes, he'll be a 1-for-1 replacement for Samulua. Maybe he's a future replacement for Lane Johnson at right tackle. Who really knows? And then 11. Got Hendon Hooker of the Titans. Ooh, so again, intrigue. Anthony Richardson just chilling there. And the Titans want to move on from Tannehill. They haven't found the heir apparent yet. Malik Willis doesn't look like, what you talk about, Willis? Doesn't look like he's it, but Hendon Hooker coming off the board, keeping him in the great state of Tennessee. This is very controversial, and we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. Like, I do like Hooker, but I'm not passing up on Richardson, man. I'm just not doing it. 12. Texans pick up JSN, so they keep Ohio State together. C.J. Stroud at 2, Jackson Smith and Jigba at 12. I love it. And then 13, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. So the Vikings at 13, they trade up with the Jets, adding another chapter to the dumbest rivalry in sports history. The Vikings give up 87 and their 2024 first-round pick. Now, it's a lot more palatable than giving up 3 first-rounders to move up to 3 or somewhere in that neighborhood. But moving up for Richardson, this is what they wrote. Vikings gave up 87 and their 2024 first-round pick to pick their quarterback of the future. Richardson stunned people at the Combine, but there are some questions about his film. He is certainly not a finished product, and he will need some time to become an NFL starting quarterback. And Richardson's physicality can't be denied. You can make a good case that he is the most athletic quarterback to ever enter the NFL, given his size, given his strength, given his agility and explosiveness. And yeah, I mean, I understand the questions. 1-year wonder, essentially, through 17-9 touchdown interception ratio. Doesn't necessarily have all the progressions down. Doesn't necessarily have the best mechanics in the world, but you're betting on the upside. You truly are. And the Vikings moving up to 13. I mean, in this spot, it's not like they gave up 3 first-round picks. They gave up 1. So if the Dean Richardson's not the guy after 2 years, they can easily move on. And you see teams move on from guys even quicker than that, a la Zach Wilson and Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. So I don't know. Like, I think that his role this season would be, hey, you're going to be the goal line short yardage guy. We're going to use you in the rugby push. And then Kevin O'Connell and Phillips and O'Hara are going to work with Richardson, break down his mechanics, build him back up. He seems like a student of the game. He seems like he really wants to get after it. So then in 2024, take it over for Kirk. I like it, man. I really do like it a lot. All right, rest of this draft. 14, the Chargers, taking Bajan. I assume they're probably going to move Eckler. Oh, wait, there's a trade. So they trade with the Patriots. They send Eckler to New England, and they get 14, but give up 21 and 125. Packers pick up Devin Witherspoon. That's a Justin Jefferson pick. The Commies pick up Michael Mayer in the tight end room. Logan Thomas not really cutting it. Dawand Jones. They've been looking for that perfect tackle. They haven't quite found it, but hopefully Jones can be that guy. I mean, Jones' style. I mean, that just screams Pittsburgh, doesn't it? Like Pittsburgh, Ravens, snow game, Dawand Jones in that mix. Yeah. Deontay Banks goes to the Lions at 18. Interesting that he goes ahead of JPJ, but Detroit are revamping that secondary. Anton Harrison going to the Bucks, replacing Donovan Smith 1-for-1. Joey Porter Jr. JPJ and Tariq Woolen and Kobe Bryant. Come on. That's really good, man. That's really good. The Patriots at 21 pick up Darnell Wright, the right tackle with attitude from Tennessee. I actually really like that, where they probably would have taken him at 14. But they get Eckler as well as they get an extra fourth-round pick out of it. I mean, that's a big win for Belichick. Ravens taking Emmanuel Forbes. The Jets in the trade back taking Joe Tippmann, the center from Wisconsin. So he's the first interior offensive lineman off the board. For me, I do like our guy JMS a touch better than Tippmann, but we'll see. Brian Branch goes to the Jaguars. So having his versatility on the back end is going to be really big for Jacksonville. Quentin Johnston goes to the Giants. So now they have a big-bodied outside the number guy. Hopefully that'll work out better than Kenny Golladay. But also the question is, can Johnson be as physical as his size? Who knows? Darnell Washington, going to the Cowboys. I like that a lot. Because Washington loves the block, as well as having that huge catch radius will be really big for Dak's inaccuracy. Addison goes to the Bills. If this board breaks the way that it did, that is huge. That is monstrous for the Bills. And getting Addison to work with Diggs, he's going to be Josh Allen's best friend. Dalton Kincaid goes to the Bengals. Signing Irv Smith doesn't preclude them from drafting a tight end in this very deep tight end class. Miles Murphy goes to the Saints as a replacement for Marcus Davenport. Eagles get Nolan Smith. That sucks. Will McDonald goes to Kansas City. Interesting that they don't go receiver in this spot. But rest of the way, Van Ness falls out of the first round. He goes to Pittsburgh. That's a great spot for him. Ironically, a lot of draft comps are TJ Watt, Ujulari, Cam Smith. Azuma goes to Arizona in the back-to-back picks. Oh, yeah, because they got an extra second-rounder from the Colts trade. Kaylee going to the Rams. Josh Downs to Seattle. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Jalen Hyatt goes to Carolina. Deep threat weapon for Bryce Young. Keanu Benton goes to the Saints. That sucks. I hate it. Tennessee getting some protection for Hendon Hooker and Cody Mock. Byron Young. Ooh, that's relatively early for Byron Young. Getting it done. Jonathan Mingo goes to Atlanta. Ooh. All right, so, damn. Mingo, London, and Pitts. Damn, baby. Packers picking up Laporta. I actually like that a lot. Patriots picking up Cedric Tillman. They finally get themselves a big-bodied outside the number receiver. Trent Simpson, energize a buddy operating behind that defensive line wall in Washington. I like that a lot. Noah Sewell. I don't see it, but Noah Sewell joins his brother in Detroit. Uluwatimi. Ooh. I think that's probably the highest I've ever seen our guy, Ole Uluwatimi, but he goes in the second round, 49 to Michigan. Now, that would suck. I would much prefer him in the third or fourth round and prefer him in a Vikings uniform, but it is what it is. Musgrave, Jahmyr Gibbs, Keon White. Cansey falls at 53. He goes to Chicago. Let's see here. South Dakota State, Jamie Robinson, Drew Sanders. Again, there's going to be a lot of guys that you could easily see in the first round falling into the second round, and you see a lot of talent here. I mean, Drew Sanders overshown, Sidney Brown. Brian Bruzzi falling to the back end of the second round. Where did Zay end up? There you go. Oh, we missed that one. All right, so 43. So Rodgers does move on, but they get Zay Flowers at 43. I hate that. I hate that because that's a fantastic landing spot for him. That sucks, man. That sucks. But the main thing is the Vikings trading up from 23 to 13, landing Anthony Richardson. And if it gets this far, I don't think it will, but GMs generally aren't about rolling the dice. They're about preservation. They're about making the safe choice, making the safe pick. Like, how can I keep my job? But if he gets to 13, go for it. If he gets outside the top 10, Kwesi better be blowing up those phones and go and get your guy. But your thoughts are thoughts. The latest mock draft from the 33rd team, Vikings trade up to 13 to go get Anthony Richardson, quarterback of Florida. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts and their thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.